Hello everyone. So we're going to be creating a Laravel project. It will be a single page application. So behind the scenes, Laravel will do most of the job. The front end will be handled by Vue and Inertia.js. It's extremely easy to make single page application with this combinations, and I'm also going to be talking about PrimeVue and what that is. It's basically a library full of amazing pre-built components that you can use out of the box. It supports Tailwind as well, and it works really well with Vue. It's basically based on Vue, so you can just pick up components from this, and it's just going to make your development process that much faster. So let's create a project and get started. Okay, so I ran the composer command and created a project, a Laravel project, and named it PrimeVue. So I'm in that project right now, but we need to convert this Prime Laravel project to Inertia.js project. So basically turning it into a single page application. So there are two ways to do this. Here I'm on the Inertia.js website, and under the installation section, I'm in the server page. So the two ways you can install Inertia.js to your Laravel project. So one is manually. I mean, you can add this composer command and install Inertia, Laravel, and all the components to your project. And then you'll need to set up a body like this so the Inertia can make use of that. And then you'll also need to install Inertia middlewares, and you'll need to add this to the handle Inertia, basically like the kernel file. You could do all this manually, and then you'll need to, of course, add Inertia, use basically Inertia to render your pages in the controllers. But an easier way to do all this is using Laravel starter kits. So we can use Laravel Breeze, which will give us authentication out of the box, and it will set up everything for us. So let's use this way instead. Okay, so I'm in the starter kits page on the Laravel website. So let's scroll down and get to the command that we need. So we're going to add this command to the terminal to install Laravel Breeze. So I'm going to copy this here. Yes, so in the terminal here, I can paste that in and press enter. It's going to update the composer.json file and start installing the necessary file. So now that's done. Let's move on to the next step. The next step is running this command. So php artisan breeze :install. So let's copy that and paste it in the terminal. Okay, so let's paste that in here. It's going to ask us a bunch of questions. So let's press enter. Okay, so what do we need? We need to make a Vue with Inertia app. So we need to, of course, type that in here. So I'm going to type in VUE, so it'll install just that. So I don't need any dark mode or anything extra. So I'm going to go with just press enter, not select anything with that. I'm not interested in any testing framework at the time. So let's just press enter, and it will update again composer file, download all of the necessary files, and complete the installation. So now the dependencies are being installed. So let's just wait for the computer to finish it. Okay, so and it's finally done. So let's move on to the next step now. So the next step is, so we're done with this command. The next step is to install, run the migration, and also then run npm install to install all of the components, and then npm run dev will be the final command. So we'll go through this one by one. But before running this command, one thing I want to point out is that we have not yet set up a database for our testing. So we need to set that up too so that we can run this command. Okay, so I'm using Heidi SQL Portable as my SQL program. So let's create a database here. I'm going to right click here and go and create new database. Let's name it PrimeVue and click on OK. So now that we have a database, we need to add it to the .env file. Okay, so we're here in the project and I will open up the .env file. And here, we're not going to change the username or root. We're just going to change the name of the database that we have. So we named it PrimeVue. So I'm just going to add that here and save this file. Now, when we run that command, PHP artisan migrate, it won't give us any errors because the database part is all set up properly. So let's run that command now. Okay, so I'm back in the terminal here and I will add that command in and press enter. And this should create all of the tables in the SQL database. And perfect, so we didn't get any errors. So let's move on to the next command. The next two commands were npm install to install all of the components, and so I'll run that one first. I just pressed enter, so it installed all of the packages that were pending. And now the next command was npm run dev, so let's just run that now. Perfect. So now we should be able to launch this project in the browser, and let's see how it looks. I'm using Laragon as my development environment, and the beauty of Laragon is that it creates pretty URLs. So the PrimeVue project, I can just type in primevue.test, and that will take me to the project we just created. So if I just press enter on that, and as you can see, the project is set up. The database is linked as well, and everything looks good. So now in the next episode, I will take you through PrimeVue components, what this is, and how do you install it to a Laravel Inertia project, and how can you use each component in your project. So this is already getting too long. So if you learn anything from this, like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.